but her next feed is at 12 and I just really needed the toilet after the first part of going to the post office. So I'm gonna tidy up the house for maybe like 20 minutes and then feed her. And then in her next nap, I think I'm gonna do some work in the garden because we have some like tidying up to do, and then I think we have some grass seeds that we need to put down to kind of fill in the little patches. I'm trying to do 10,000 steps every day, but at the moment I don't actually have like a smartwatch or any kind of like smart device that can track my steps. So I'm thinking about getting, not an Apple Watch, because I had an Apple Watch and they just kept breaking, which I found really frustrating. So I'm thinking maybe, I don't know, something else like a smart ring, because I don't always love the look of smartwatches. I think they can look kind of ugly. Or I just might get a cheap like some kind of tracking device like a Fitbit or something. Yeah, I don't know. I probably will get something because I do want to try and get 10,000 steps every day. And I know there's like a thing about 10,000 steps not being important, but there's so little reason for me to do anything physically. Like I don't have to go to work, or a lot of days I can't even really go to the gym if I'm at home by myself. So I do need to kind of try and think of creative ways for me to be a bit more active. Oh! Oh my! Ooh! I've been watching old school Real Housewives of Atlanta in my pump breaks. Superb television. I'm not on a diet obviously, but I'm trying to eat like somewhat healthy because, you know, I would like to look slightly better than I do now, just a bit less, I don't know, look a bit different. I'm trying to look a little bit better than I do now. It's kind of tricky when you're like breastfeeding because I feel like you just hang on to a little bit more body fat than you would ordinarily, but I think there are still things that can be done. I'm just gonna try and increase my movement a bit, improve my eating, and that's not necessarily restrict my eating, but it's just not eat so many snacks. So like when I did the shopping this week, I didn't buy so many snack foods, even when they're healthy snack foods, because I feel like I just eat better if I eat like 3 meals a day rather than eating 1 or 2 meals a day and tons of snacks in between. We were just about to go on our walk, and then I just heard full vomit. But I'm clearly not going to change my t-shirt because it's like 5 PM now. Come on. Choo. I got to go to the gym today because Wale is working from home, and then when I got back I just had like loads of things to do. Like I had to feed her, and then we had this like video for the physiotherapist, like breakfast, and had a shower, and now it's almost 2 PM. The rest of the day I think I'm gonna make use of the weather because it's very, very hot outside. It's like 31 degrees today. So I think I'm gonna try and get through as much like all the laundry as I can. I'm not sure I'll walk today because it is very, very hot, and I think it might be a bit too hot to take her out, but maybe around like 5 or 6 I might see how hot it is. It's much later now. I just laid down with Noah to settle her and fell asleep. I just feel so tired today. Like I'm just feeling so tired today. I might be because I went to the gym. I remember when I was pregnant and I was just like exhausted every single time I went to the gym. Like I would go in the mornings and I was trying to work from home. I'd just be like knackered. And she's a very, very good sleeper, which I guess is kind of uncommon for babies of her age, but I think maybe because she was at the hospital for so long, they kind of like sleep trained her, because they're very rigid about like the times that they have to feed the babies. So I think having that structure basically sleep trained her. On the sleep stuff, I follow a lot of mums who are really struggling with their baby's sleep at the moment. I see a lot of them saying like, this is usually on Instagram, like stories, and they say things like, I don't want any sleep consultants or to contact me, or I don't want their contact information for any sleep consultants. Like they just want to vent about their baby's not sleeping well. And I just don't understand that. Like, I don't understand why people don't want help if they're really struggling and their baby isn't sleeping. Like, am I missing something? Why would you not want help? I don't know, maybe if you like think you know what you're doing, but it's just like a phase or something. But in these cases, it doesn't seem like it's a phase. It's like prolonged periods of their baby not sleeping well. And they don't want to hear advice. They don't want sleep consultants. They don't want to try and sleep train. But I'm like, why? Is there a reason? I guess it's always like personal to people, and it's their children at the end of the day. They can do whatever they want, but I just don't get it. Why? Like, why would you not want help with something like that? Especially something like sleep that can just really turn your day upside down, you know? On the days that I don't give her a full bath, I'll give her like a sponge bath and just like wipe her down and like re-moisturize her skin, change her clothes, that kind of thing. So I got a sponge to do that with. And yesterday when he got home from work and he was like, I was downstairs and he was upstairs changing her, he was like, Elise, can you come upstairs please? And I was like, what is it? And he was like, there's something up here. And I was like, is it a sponge? He said it looks like something from The Last of Us. It's just like a natural sponge like this. But he was like, I thought something had flown in through the window. He was about to basically torch the whole house, fumigate, and make us move because of this sponge. It was very funny. I feel like she's crying less for the nappy changes, because before she used to wail every single nappy change. We're still working on the baths. Every single bath she just like wails. And I was talking to Wale about swimming lessons, because I'm sure, I don't know, I feel like she probably has to be at least 4 or 5 months, probably closer to 6 months corrected to do swimming lessons, or for it to make sense. But she just hates water, so I don't see how that can even work if she doesn't start liking water a bit more. I'm trying to like make it more relaxing, put the sound machine in there, give her the dummy, but she just hates it. This little baby slept all the way through the night last night. She slept from like 12:30 to 7, well like 6:45. She woke up, or kind of got a bit fussy around about 5:45, and then I just pat her and I was like, okay, no, go back to sleep, which she did, and slept until like 6:45, which was excellent. That's the best night of sleep we've ever had, I think. We're just on our walk now. I'm waiting for Wale to be done with his call. He's gonna like watch her while I go to the gym. You hear I'm out of breath. One of the very great things about being on maternity leave is you're basically like a corporately sponsored housewife for a year. And one thing that I love doing, making all the recipes that I save on Instagram. So I have this tofu that I've had in the back of my fridge, and I'm gonna make these like tofu buffalo wings, because I do eat meat, but I don't like wings. So I'm going to make those for dinner. We just went to M&S, just, you know, for a little outing. We got a couple of things, now we're headed home. I am trying to like slowly go out and do a couple more things with her, mainly for me to get used to it, because she's generally fine like outside of the house. But I think the more practice you get leaving the house with the baby, the easier it is. Today it was pretty simple because we didn't actually have to bring anything. Like, I didn't have to think about feeding her or bringing her, like, changing the bag or anything. But on Fridays I'm trying to go to my mum's house, where I am there for quite a long time, so I have to think about bringing her milk, and obviously bringing her changing bag and like extra clothes and stuff like that. So you know, it's all a learning experience, I guess.